Okay. I'm doing this live, but there's no one here, so that's okay. I want to do the reading anyway, and it'll just post, right? I'm away. I'm in Florida, so NYC Tarot Girl is not in New York City. I have 2 baby decks with me. What is this called? Oh, the Everyday Tarot. And then this is obviously like the cutest little version of the Rider-Waite deck. I mean, this is a child. It's like literally a child. Love it. All right, well, I'll just get started. Reading's gonna be for Pisces, Fishies. Maybe I should change the title of this. Wonder if I can do that. I don't think I can do that right now. And the mood I'm in, I want to talk about love. So let's see. See if I can. No, can't edit it. Can't do much of anything. Maybe I'll work with some bubbles for a second while I shuffle. Cool. Just because I'm shuffling. You're my backbone, you're my cornerstone. Oh my god, there's one person. Hi. Probably think I'm crazy, okay? I'll turn the bubbles off now. Jump, baby, don't stop beating. So I was just saying, it's gonna be a love reading. So thanks for joining. Say hi. Just say hi. Okay. Hi, Amanda. I mean, this totally could be a private reading for you if you. And I'm kidding, but thanks for saying hi. This is a love. What sign are you, Amanda? I was gonna do a Pisces love reading, but if you're a different sign, feel free. Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit card, Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, and on the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands in reverse. Ah, Pisces. Oh my God, it's like I knew you were coming. Beautiful. Okay. So this reading will probably definitely apply to you as you're the only person here and this is your energy. But this was for Pisces. And I don't know if you're here for any particular reason, but thank you for joining. Let's see what they have to say. And by they, I mean the cards. Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Hermit. Working hard at something, but maybe someone's hardly working. I don't think this is you. I'm saying, I think someone, or maybe it's you guys, I don't know. Maybe you were working hard at something and it was so important to you. Maybe this was love. But you were working so hard at it with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse but with the Hermit right next to it, leads me to believe that for whatever reason, whatever you were working on kind of it seems like it wasn't going to work out. And Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, is the ninth card in the Major Arcana deck. So this was this was the progression, as it relates to like a timeline. Working hard at something, probably working at night, didn't know if it was, or maybe you were talking to the person at night. Does that make sense? And then with the Hermit card, you had to do some serious soul searching, thinking. Something didn't look right to you. I don't know if that, but like something just did not look right. Knight of Swords with the Eight of Wands. Okay, so like two eights here. Interesting. Knight of Swords. So, if it has to do with love or it has to do with whatever it was. I mean, yes, Eight of Wands talks about quick, fast moving energy. Oh my God, Manny, they're my everythings. Like, do I have a picture of them like that I could show you quickly? No, not really. Ugh, okay, anyway. So Eight of Wands, this is, someone had their eye on something. Maybe you had your eye on someone, they had their eye on you, whatever, but whatever way that resonates for you, but it came in really fast. And I don't know if the intentions were pure, is what I'm picking up, okay? And here's why. With the Ace of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck, anchoring the reading, it's like, well, here's this beautiful offer to build something. We're going to build something. Everything that maybe you were told, straight up like bullshit, like literally the opposite. We're going to build, so I have it all thought out. I'm the Knight of Swords. I use my logical energy. And you can be very, very, air energy, you can be very particular and meticulous with your wording. Someone was very persuasive and knew that and used that to their advantage. Does that make whatever? I'll stop asking that. And then, I'm sorry, I'm just pulling more from the bottom of the deck. Here comes the Wheel of Fortune. A karmic cycle? I don't know. Let me clarify. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. Whose wheel is this? Knight of Wands, fire energy. there's speed here. Maybe someone wanted to move quickly because the quicker they moved with you, the harder you would find it to see all of the holes in whatever this story was. Oh my, Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh wait, oh my god, stop it. Okay. Knight of Swords is in reverse, and in the bottom of the deck, the Hermit card. Okay, I'm having a little bit of a heart attack, and you really need to know why. You saw me just take the Hermit off of here, right? Bottom of the deck here is the Hierophant in reverse, okay? You're literally like, this isn't like magic. You're like watching me. I'm just putting it, I'll like literally put it right here, okay? Hi. Okay. The bottom of this deck is the Hierophant. I swear. They're both the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, if the next card, I mean, you can watch me. If they're the same card, I will flip out. King of Wands, Two of Wands. Okay. We're not. I was gonna say, like, I think the world is ending if I mean, that is crazy. Okay, so this is an insane read. So we'll take the Hierophants and okay. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, we had the Knight of Wands, upright, and then the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, and this was that same Knight of Swords we're talking about up here. The one who I was telling you kind of came in, master with their words, can really like pull wool over your eyes, kind of thing. And now clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. This is his or her fortune going counterclock, like not in their favor. They thought this is how they saw themselves, coming in hot with their eight of wands, coming in like they thought they had it all figured out, smooth sailing, and it wasn't smooth. I think you figured something out with this Knight of Wands. You realized this was not the case. This was not that person, all like passionate, and maybe they were over passionate because they were just trying to like keep you busy with something. I don't know. That's like what I'm picking up. Knight of Swords in reverse. Is exactly who this person really is. Hi, Shannon. It's exactly who this person is. Someone who uses manipulation, uses their words, wants to move quickly because the quicker you move, the less you can see like the details and like what's actually going on in the story. Does that make sense? Hierophants. Like I want to look up what like this means. Like the fact that there were two cards in a row, bottom of the decks, two decks that I shuffled, two separate decks. The Hermit and the Hierophant. They're major arcana cards too. I mean, I don't even really know what to think of it. I'm putting these to the side for a second. Hi, try. Well, I'll show you the two Hermit. Hermit, and the Hierophants were in reverse. This is so freaking crazy. I'm going to Google it after. Okay. So, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just a little thrown off by that. So this is you. So I separated these cards. The Hermit and the Hierophant, this is you. I'm a Taurus sun. I am an Aquarius moon, Virgo rising. My Venus is in Aries. My Jupiter is in Taurus, excuse me, sorry. And Mars in Pisces are like the major ones. This is you. Hermit and Hierophant, double H. 5 and 9. 5 and 9. That is really cool. But this is you. You don't want bullshit. You want to get down to brass tacks. This is traditional. Um, this is spiritual. This is you getting You know what I'm gonna do? Just because I want to know the discrepancies and how the two decks, as it relates to what the Hermit and the Hierophant say. Just give me 1 second. I'm sorry. The Hermit. Okay. The Hermit. This was upright. Okay, so you're on a path of spiritual knowledge and self discovery. Retreat from everyday life to create space and go for introspection. Go within, and you'll discover the knowledge and clarity you seek. And then the Hierophant. Hermit, Hierophant. H's. Oh, sorry, he was in reverse. My apologies. You are your own teacher. The wisdom you seek comes within and not from an outside source. You do not need external approval to be successful. Huh. Okay, well, they basically fucking mean the same thing. Excuse me. They fluffy mean the same thing. You had to go with your intuition, or if this is happening right, please, this is literally like screaming. I mean, the fact that this is on the bottom of both decks, screaming. The only advice or counsel you need is in you. Trey, in my about section, there is a link to create. It's free, a natal birth chart. It's fascinating stuff. I mean, it will explain. I didn't understand myself, okay, until I looked up my natal chart. It blew my mind. The things that it said. I mean, it predicted. I'm not predicted. It told me that I was going to have either like a failed engagement or a failed marriage, and I did. Okay. So I mean, how does that know that? That's so specific. It's disgusting. Like I was mind blown. Okay. But getting back to this, guys, this is this is two signs from the unit. Like these are two major arcana cards, both at the bottom of like it's double. Like this is a double whammy. Please do not be blind. Do not be naive. I know you want to see the best in people, don't we all? Please listen to your intuition, because if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. That's one story. Oh, crazy. So, what are y'all doing on a Saturday night? The human, the head versus the heart, right? And we all have impulses, and it's so hard, right? Because it's like, when passion, it's like passion gets. You can be hairy. Okay, so you had a little like mama time. That's good. Have some mama time. It's good. It's good to have mama time. You're like the ultimate empress. Okay. Oh, you're so welcome. I mean, that was one love story. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Hi, Susan. Okay. Hi, Gregory. I was gonna call you Greg, but I don't, like, it's not like I even know, like, I see you on my live, so I'm like, hey, Greg, like, I know you. Sorry. Okay. The Magician just fell out. So, I mean, this is one of my favorite cards when put next to, or, oh, good, I'm happy you go by Greg, when next to other, Where in upstate New York, Shannon? I mean, I'm from New York, obviously, but I spent most of my summers upstate New York. My father and his family had a summer house. I mean, if you could call it a summer house, it was more of like a shack. Where is water? What is that near? What exit is that off the thruway? Okay, so we got the Magician card. Some of you are beginning something. 81. No, the exits, I think, go up to... Oh, wait, hold on. How far upstate is this? Watertown. Magician, Two of Pentacles. 1, 2. Some of you are think... Oh, near Syracuse. Nice. Okay. I had a lot of friends in Syracuse, actually. Magician, Two of Pentacles. Some of you are trying to juggle maybe more than two things at once. And I got to tell you, I think you're taking on way too much than you can handle. Like you think, and you're trying to, it's like, what is that song? It's like, no, that's the music in you. I know you guys have magic in you. We all do. That's why you're here right now, right? But you can do anything that you set your mind to. And that I definitely know. Hang on one second. I want to... You can do anything you set your mind to. But that being said, there are certain things that are just unrealistic. Just like, look at the waters. They're choppy. Like, I don't even think you know where you are. I think you're lost as it relates to something. And the Page of Swords followed in reverse. You know, this is like, it's like you're standing alone. Well, I'll show you up right. You're standing alone and you're like ready to, take on whatever the world has to kind of throw at you. I feel like you're like a little bit lost right now, like not physically lost, for words. Maybe you don't know what to say to someone, and that involves making a decision. Once you make your decision, how do you deliver news to someone? Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. Kenny, thank you so, so much. That means the world to me. Like, I'm not kidding. Sometimes it's going to make me sound like such a loser, but like I forego so many like things like I could do socially to do this with you guys. So that means the world to me. Thank you. Hello, Knight of Cups. Pisces crew in the house. Okay, tell me about this Two of Pentacles. I'm not, Susan. I'm a Taurus sun. So you got the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Star card in reverse. Yeah, you want to be, and don't. Whew, so like you're you know what? Give me a second. I read intuitively. This is a new deck, so I kind of just... Okay. Star card, this is kind of what I was going to say. Star card in reverse, it's like you're down on something, so this is whatever this juggling act is, it's hard. And in the beginning with the Magician, number 1, we started at 1, right? The second, well, technically the first card, most people don't say the Fool is the first card in the Major Arcana deck. You think you have the power to do it, right? To manifest and go forward with this, whatever this is. Star card, you're not believing that your wishes can come true. You're not believing in yourself. And you do have the power to manifest whatever it is you're looking to do, and I only said that before, just I want to make sure that you're being smart about it, right? Because if it's something that's just literally not feasible, be real with yourself, and then do what you need to do, let it off into the ethers and move forward. Because the Queen of Cups in reverse is a woman who, I mean, look at her. It kind of looks like the cup is a crystal ball, like you see like the halo over the cup. Um, it's like she's looking to this cup and she's like looking out into the abyss for like answers and stuff. Again, answers are within you. If this is something that you really feel that it's your heart's desire, whether it's going after, a specific like a partner or a bit, whatever your craft is, and we can go a little bit deeper and clarify. But on the surface, I can tell you, be real with yourself. Take a step back for 1 second and ask yourself, is this a feasible endeavor that I'm is this road going to lead me to where I want to be? And we'll never know yes or no, right? Where we go, this life's a gamble. This is all a gamble. Every single day is a gamble. You wake up, get out of bed, the gamble begins. We're like living in a casino all day, every day. We'll never know 100%, but you can protect your downside. And that's what I'm kind of trying to help you guys understand. Hi, Brie. So let's clarify though. Um, Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. Susan, it's really funny. Every time you say something, your name pops up. So my mom's name is, I know it says Susan Monday. My mom's name is Mindy Susan. So I love that. My mother's my everything. So okay, let me clarify. This Two of Pentacles. Well, no, we just did that. Let's clarify. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I like, so literally every time I see it, I'm like, Mom? No, she wouldn't be on here. Seven of Cups. Yeah, I like when I said you were lost, I think maybe you're lost in your thoughts. You don't know. I would, before you go, whatever this is, before you like go, you've got so many options. And what I always look at when the Seven of Cups comes up in the Rider-Waite deck, I always notice that the person is, you can't, no color, right? You can't really see them. It's like a shadow. But what's illuminated, and like there's a gray area in between, it's hard to see what option even looks most attractive. But what's in color are the actual options. So it's like you're lost in the sauce of like, you're in your head, like, which way do I go? What do I choose? I don't even know if it's a crossroads with two. It could be more than one. But I think you're so used to stuff not going your way, wishes not being granted, that's why that Star card is in reverse. The Lovers card, making a decision, say 99.9% in love. And that's what you're confused about. Tell me about the Lovers card and the Seven of Cups. What's mean? Got the Wheel of Fortune before. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're worried that you're worried at whatever. That's the fan's fault, not mine. You're worried that whatever decision you do make, it's like, I feel like it's that phrase, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It is cute, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, no matter what, I feel like you'll worry either which way, like you'll commit and you'll make a decision. So this is the only card that turned face down, that fell. You're worried that as soon as you make a decision, your luck hasn't always been on your side. So you just think that your fortune, it's just whatever you choose, no matter what, you could think it through. It's like you're not going to get what you want anyway, is how I feel like. You guys, You got like a piss poor attitude. And what I'm here to tell you is stop that shit. Wishes don't come true to those, like, a dream is a wish your heart makes. So, like, make a wish and do it with your heart. Um, Temperance card came out. Balance the balance your ability to kind of just take like move yourself away from the situation for like a second, look at it from a gaze, right, afar. I think you guys are a little bit too close to the you're so in your head and there's so many options. You need to take a step back to see the whole picture. And that's what I knew I had to do a reading tonight, and like I feel like that's what I'm here to remind you of your power. I know you guys, I feel like some of you really want to be like in love, on fire and in love, you know? So let me do a good shuffle. Good. So am I ish. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I've been single for a while, dating a lot of the wrong people. Oh my God, it's so hot. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I had to get comfy. So, where's everybody from? Not really single. I don't know what that means. North Dakota, nice. My friend went to like aeronautics school there, or like, yeah, it was in North Dakota. It was for like airplane. He's an air traffic controller. Full in reverse. Full in reverse. Page of Wands. Who's being so naive? Oh, I'm sure it's freezing. Oh, Kansas City, awesome. Who's being so naive to like what's going on that they literally, there's a Fool and a Page of Wands like right next to each other. Brilliant ideas, but poorly executed is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Poorly executed, and maybe at the point where you're ready to burn out and fade away with the Nine of Wands. I mean, I'm here to tell you, yes, stay with it, but with the Fool came out in reverse. This is like naive and kind of blindly headed off the cliff. Don't follow whoever is doing this. One more card. Clarify the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you should be more of a fool. I don't know. Nine of Wands with the Nine of Cups. Somebody, yeah, they've got emotional abundance, but they're greedy and kind of smug about it. And they're like, this card can be read very differently in many decks, but this is like, yeah, I worked hard for my cups. I got my cups. I don't really want to share my emotions with you. I don't really want to tell you how I'm feeling. I had to do like a whole lot to get here. I was a man with a plan, but I had poor execution, so I had some bumps along the way. Nine of Wands, I felt desperate, and I'll tell you what happens with desperate people. They do desperate things, like really desperate things. And that's where I feel like you get involved, right? Because like you're on the other side of that coin. Chariot in reverse. I wonder who wanted to slow things down. All right. Clarify the Chariot. Someone wanted to slow something down. You're the Chariot. I think that's you. I think you wanted to slow things down. You realized something was not right. You wanted to be able to give to others. You wanted to share life's experiences, I think. Maybe someone you were with didn't want to, they were private. They wanted to keep to themselves. They didn't really want to spend time with your family. Well, I don't know. That's like what I'm hearing. Maybe this person wanted to move far away, like from where your family is. You didn't want to. Family's important to you. And you're tired of fighting with the Five of Swords in reverse. You're tired of fighting with whoever this is, this fool. We'll call he or she Le Fool. I don't know if they're French, but Le Fool. Knight of Swords in reverse yet again. Knight of Swords in reverse with the Six of Wands, which talks about victory. Leave the situation. You'll end up victorious. Stay with this person. That'll be a self-fulfilling prophecy. It'll turn all these cards like this upright real quick. Five of Swords upright is, yeah, well, when we talked about victory here, well, the Five of Swords is also a battle won, but it's not the battle you want to win. It's like, okay, you have the glory for 5 seconds winning, right? And then everyone else walks away, and then you're left kind of standing alone with your pants down or something. I'm in a mood? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What's the mood of Tokas? I don't really know what that means at all. I don't know what that means. And I hope it's appropriate because I don't want any of that shit if it's bad on my channel. I'm a little weirded out. Okay, Wanda. Anybody have any questions? Those are just energy readings. Tokas the food. Is it Spanish food? Hi, Delphine. Spanish food, okay. Tokas. Believe it or not, I was president of my Spanish National Honor Society in school, and I can't tell you, I'm not sure what kind of Spanish food it is. And look, the world card, internationally. It just came out, but what kind of Spanish food is that? Does anyone have any questions for me? Because those were just some energy readings for love I was getting. Weird kind of stories. Any preguntas? questions? Come on, give me something. Okay, that's okay as well. Me, I seem worried. It's probably because I keep looking down. I was looking at my iPad because I was changing the music. I'm not worried though. Thank you. Not sure what you got. How did I get involved in tarot? And then, I'm sorry, someone just wrote a comment about Scorpio. I want to answer. I went through my own kind of what I like to call a tower moment. I was engaged in 2015, and I was supposed to be married on September 24th, 2016. And I had to call off my wedding 3 months before. It was probably one of the most, in retrospect, I know I didn't handle it correctly. It was a blessing in disguise. I mean, the whole thing was a blessing. I didn't know myself at the time. I had no idea who I was without this man. So, don't be sorry. Honestly, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It brought me to really have to confront some very harsh truths about myself. I had never been on my own. I didn't know myself. Issues, I think, from my childhood as it relates to men in my life and affection. And there was a whole bunch of stuff that I needed to really work out before I could be okay in a relationship, let alone a marriage. That's not why this happened. You're so welcome. There were other things that happened that went down. That's not why I called this happened. But it was the hardest thing I've probably ever had to do. Yeah, but you know what, shit? Like, you fall in love with yourself. I did, like, listen, I remember him telling me, like, you'll never be okay on your own. You're like, I was codependent on him. I was like the devil card, its finest. And sure enough, called off the wedding. He was emotionless. Like, it was like a business transaction for him. No emotion, and I'm hysterical. He's just like kind of like a smug, like, you know. And I'm like, he's like calling me, like sending me emails, like we're business partners. Like, okay, so I called, like, I'm like, is this like really how this is going down? This is a wedding. I think you asked me that yesterday. I do yoga. Um, anyway, long story short, it brought me to tarot. I was searching for answers that I couldn't find. Wish you could move where? Um, he was a Virgo. He was a Virgo. Born September 17th. I'm a Virgo rising. I have nothing against Virgos, but he was a Virgo. I mean, a really like good looking, successful, very into health and fitness, very like to plan like details. Yep. I'm a little bit more all over the place. The problem is maybe I wanted to show him in the beginning that I was I'm a Virgo rising. Wanted to show him that I was kind of like, I don't know. Anyway, it happened. Don't want to really discuss it much more. That is my past. It does not define me. Yay, Virgo rising does not define me, will not ever define me. It's a chapter in my story, and it's honestly, It's a few chapters back now. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sweating. So sorry, do you guys have, now that we're done with my like sob story, any questions? Whew. Any questions, guys? Because if not, we can just, I don't know, log off, chit chat. Yeah, you can ask me a question. If there's like 10 people, it's like I'm not popular enough where I like get like 500 people on a live. So it's like I can actually answer questions. I understand like when like some of the readers have like, like a couple hundred people. It's like you can't answer people's questions. The moon is in Virgo. The moon is in Virgo. Not feeling any differently personally as a Virgo rising, but I've been a little tired actually. So there's that. That could be from traveling though. Actually, meet the Scorpio. Who helped? Did you helped him get out of a toxic situation? Bree, are you still here? He helped you, the Scorpio. How did he help you? Did you let him go? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. Yeah, we're going down. Isn't that odd? It is the craziest thing. Like the people that you love the most, you treat like shit and you completely take them for granted. Like, he's your best friend. Maybe he's more than a best friend. Sometimes thinking like, as it relates to twins, that's like honestly something I hate touching on, and here's why. Like, there's like this big, and I've said this before, this big like phenomenon on like, oh, it's so hot. Maybe you guys are just hot, and like, but I have the fan blasting. I feel like people, because there's no real definition. Yes, there's a definition, but there's so many. So hot, right? There's so many definitions, and the mind, we can convince ourselves of like anything. Like, so I'm really, and I'm not saying you guys are delusional. I'm just, it's about being careful about um you know making sure like when you're like, oh, this person's my twin, and then like that doesn't work out, and then the next it's like, oh, that's my twin, that's my soul, like that's your soul part. Like, I'm sorry, I won't answer questions like that because the terminology is just, it's all over the place for me. And maybe this is my Virgo rising in me. It doesn't make sense to me. It's something so sacred and special. If there's so many different like versions, definitions, and it can change, it's like, how is that your twin flame or what have you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, like, yeah. It's not that I don't believe in them. I just, because of my attitude on what twin flames kind of are, or so, it's not best for me to give you that type of advice. And I'm really careful about the advice I give, and like yeah. Fine. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you're divinely guided to people. And yeah, no, and you can feel like a spirit, you can feel it connect. Absolutely. And it's like, and they're absolutely sacred and there are no like real like words. And that's the other thing too. When something is that sacred, I'm like very like words are everything. And to me, yeah, like the chemistry, but to identify this, I don't know, like there needs to be, I think, no, there's not, and this is like contradictory because there's no love, two loves that are the same. Does that make sense? Like two people's connections are not the same as two of any other love connections, right? I'm so sorry, especially because my mother's name is so similar to yours. She's in my prayers. What did you just say about a lighthouse? Sorry. Always trust yourself. August 2nd, 2014. August 2nd, this is so crazy. August 2nd is a was a turbulent day for me too. I'm not gonna I don't want to get into why, but that's I'm so sorry. 8/2. I'm thinking of her. I almost lost my mom several times throughout my life. My mom had cancer. Um, my mom was 38. She got colorectal cancer, stage 4. I was 8 years old. She was 38. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Um, ooh, but I just cut the deck and this is gorgeous. That's because like this is what I'm feeling. In this room right now, I feel like sorry, I don't know if you could see, we have it all. We don't have it all right? You lost your mother, people lose lovers, people get sick, their world falls apart, right? If you look at it that way, like, down to the little like the devil in the details, no, we don't have it all, but if we focus on the things that we do have, or we keep like your mother, we keep the memories of her alive by celebrating her life. That's what the world card is all about. Dancing in your joy and celebrating your life. Celebrate your mother's life every single day. This is a love that'll never die. Your video was like a lighthouse in a dark sea calling out to me and planning on booking a private reading. Yeah, Kenny, please email me. And that's a beautiful, beautiful simile. Thank you. When it rains, it pours. That's how I found it. Like, oh my God. Like, so I was 8 years old. My mom got diagnosed with cancer. Then, like, a month after my father lost his job, like, hardships come in. Like, I hate that. It's like the universe. I've already got this shitstorm. And now you're sending me this and this and this. It's like, I can't take much more. I'm drowning. But you will succeed and you will get through it. When you feel like you can't breathe, it's like that video, it's about like it's a motivational video, it's about success, and the guy's like, "If when you want something so bad as you wanna breathe, you will succeed." Well, if you wanna be happy and turn your life around, this is a very general message. If you wanna turn your life around and live every day with intention and the way you wanna, the way you want your life to look and the story you want your life to look like after you pass, when you want that as bad as you want to breathe, you will succeed in doing that because nothing will get in your way. You'll be not ruthless, but you will be determined. And even like when I was like, sometimes, yeah, I get lonely and I'm sad, and you can be, it's so easy. Ever notice how like hard it is to come out of like sadness, but then as soon as like something amazing happens, like snap, now I'm happy. I want you guys to get that happy from you, from you. And I shuffled, and the Lover's card is still at the bottom of the freaking deck. I got a lot of love in this room. Divine love. Kenny, I don't know. I mean, I can tell you, yes, like Pisces are emotional. We've all been having it rough. I don't think it's just Pisces. I think I just read a lot for Pisces. Um, as it relates to someone who's, and I don't know how long they'll be put away, but I do know that if this is a love that you want to keep alive, and I would never tell you to give up. People go years, someone gets shipped off to the military. If it's a love worth keeping alive, you do that. My grandparents were telling me how my grandfather, when they met, my grandparents met in like 1949 or 50. My grandpa he served in the Korean War, was in Alaska for 2 years. They wrote letters. They didn't give up on each other. He came back, they got married, and that's why I'm here right now. 90 and 88 years old at grandma's house and grandpa's house. What I'm saying is, if it's worth, when something's worth something, especially as it relates to love. I know, I'm obsessed with them. You have no idea. Like, I can't. My grandma's so cute. She's shrinking. She's probably like 4'9". She's heaven. There's no other way to. She's heaven, and her name is Evelyn. So, and then my papa's name is Ernie. So it's Evelyn and Ernie. I can't even get over them. I'm in love with them. So yeah, they're everything. I mean, my nanny, she's like a little hen that lays eggs. When she sits down, she's like she looks like she lays eggs. 9 of Pentacles and I'm gonna wrap up soon because I do want to go out there and spend some time with them. 9 of Pentacles just popped out. Make sure, I love this card. This is like my card, I always say, not just because I'm an earth sign, but 9 of Pentacles, she does lay eggs. I'm not even kidding. So I call her hen. I call her hen dove. She calls me chickadee. And then my mom is a white swan. We're all birds. It's very odd. 9 of Pentacles is my card. Oh my God, that's crazy. There's a freaking bird there. Okay, 9 of Pentacles is my card, and I want it to be yours maybe to close the reading, because 9 of Pentacles is all about, a man or a woman standing confidently on their own. They've got the world at their feet, right? They've got they have wealth, stability, they have, right? Like all the things that you think maybe you need, like you think you need this from having a partner to amass. No. Well, this is the wish. Yeah, it is. It's like the wish fulfillment card. It is, yes. The 9 of Pentacles is also the wish fulfillment card. So remember before I was saying, guys, like some of you feel like you think your wishes can't come true with the star in reverse. Yeah, it can. If you start believing, when you envision yourself, like close your eyes and try to really meditate and think about what the happiest version of you looks like. See yourself as the 9 of Pentacles, someone who stands on their own, has opulence, confidence, wisdom through lessons learned. You hear me? Doesn't mean you have to be alone forever, but you're okay on your own. Can you guys hit the like button? Just saying. You're awesome, Greg. Okay. Maybe one. Let's see if the universe has any more messages. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Temperance. The second time we're seeing temperance tonight with the temperance card. All things, like everything in moderation. I'm not saying stay alone forever, right? That's not what I'm saying with the Nine of Pentacles. But all in good balance, right? How attractive is it to see someone, male or female, on their own, that's good on their own, that has their own life, and they're just like crushing it, you know? Like all I'm hearing is like, I don't know, it's like a quote from a movie. It's like, I'm an independent woman that don't need no man or something like, right? But no, like you're kind of like, be like Beyonce, you know? Balance. The rest of it comes when you're literally not looking. Right there at the moment, I just got it. Beautiful, Delphine. I'm so happy to hear that, honestly. Oh, I love that. Good vibes and good news. Any other messages from the universe? Oof, thank God. Ten of Swords in reverse. Cycle completed. No more. Surrender. 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 And surrender to the idea that life maybe is not going to always look perfect. And it certainly won't if you're focusing on pining after someone and living your life for someone else is really what I'm feeling. But the Ten of Swords is in reverse. Thank God I know. No more of the, sleepless nights, and that's the Nine of Swords. But you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to please let the universe do its job. The universe does have your back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 6. Interesting. I'm sorry. I'm just counting because there's 4 swords on this card that are gold, and I'm kind of just trying to figure out why. The only thing I can think of is, temperance is 14. I don't know. Maybe you're dealing with someone that was born in the month of April or June. April, June, or maybe October. I don't know. But sometimes I like to do a little numerology just for fun, shits and giggles. What about Mom? So yeah, I think that's really what I have for you guys tonight. Esta noche. Yeah, I think that's it. So, I love this. I'm sorry, this is so cute. All right, guys. Ooh. So much just fell everywhere. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, if you do want a private reading, I am doing private readings. So. Susan, you have all my love and light. Seriously. I swear, every time you comment, I'm like, Mom? But she's not on here. Mindy Susan's her name. Yes, Brie. Love you, love. So much love. So much of this. To the left, everything you want. No, it's not naturally blonde, but just because We're all family here. I can't. I'll just show you real quick. That who do you think that good-looking poodle of a creature is? That's me. I haven't had my highlights done in I honestly I couldn't even tell you. Um, can you tell this is like such a grandma like room? There's like just like old photos like all over the wall. But anyway, yeah, no, that poodle of a thing is me. Oh wait. um, this is me and my nanny and my dog. Well, passed away, Sparky. But that's, no, I'm not naturally blonde, but I need to get my highlights done. So, I'm gonna do that maybe when I get back to New York City. But yeah, this poodle. Yeah, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I don't know what my mom was thinking sometimes when she put clothing on me. Poodle hair and like polka dots, but yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go hang out with the cutest little thing I've ever seen in my life, aka my nanny. Oh, there she is. She's just precious. Anyway, okay, I'm obsessed with her. That was a long time ago. She's looks much older now. But yeah, so I'll see you guys soon. Um, thanks for hanging. It was fun. This was fun. And also like a good group of people. You nine are awesome and like the rest of you. Um, yeah. Have a beautiful night, guys. Okay. Take care. Mwah.